Hey Michael, welcome to the Community Living Golf event. Just want to give you an opportunity here to view your swing at regular speed. Then we'll go ahead and put you back in your dress position and take a look at a few things for you. So while we got you back here in your setup, setup looks terrific. We can see that your spine is straight and on a slight tilt. Legs come down into a nicely unlocked position. Arms hang down nice and naturally in front of you. Club works out to the ball, so excellent posture, also in association with the really good balance. Next thing we can observe from here is your alignment. We can see your feet running in this direction. Theoretically, your club face is supposed to run parallel to your feet. Parallel lines on camera would have an appearance of converging, so we're basically set up right down the center of the fairway. So that's also terrific. Let's go ahead and do a little split screen comparison between you and Brandt Snedeker. Now we've got some color-coded lines on the screen just as a visual reference as it pertains to swing plane. As Snedeker draws the golf club back, he creates good shoulder rotation, bringing the arms and hands back as well as the club, and we see the club coming back on plane directly along the red line. From here he's going to achieve some wrist hinge into play, which is going to transition the club from being below to above his hands, and we're going to work the club now from red up to yellow. When we finally get to the top of the backswing, the left arm and the club are situated on the yellow line. We have full shoulder rotation, and we do this about a very stable right leg, keeping the weight on the inside part of our right foot. Watch you initiate your takeaway. Good shoulder rotation, drawing your hands and arms back. Club's coming back on a nice plane. Want to start seeing some wrist hinge here occur so the club gets less laid off than it is right now, and we do. As we continue to work that golf club to the top, return the shoulders very nicely. We got our arms in a nice position relative to our core, and we stay very stable on our right side. So by the time you get to the top of your backswing, you're in a reasonably very good position. You've rotated your shoulders, stable right side. Your arm geometry is pretty good with a triangular position relative to your core. Club stays in a good position relative to your arms. You could learn how to work your arms a little bit better coming back, maintaining maybe a little bit more extension as your arms do compress a little bit to your core and your arms do get a little bit laid off at the top here. As we create our transition back into the ball, simply want to move our weight from our right foot to our left, fire our knees and our hips to the target, unwind our core and fire our hands, and in doing so we need to make sure we're bringing the golf club from yellow back down on top of red. And that's exactly what we see here with Brandt Snedeker. The golf club is returned back to plane. The other thing we want to point out is the relationship between the lead forearm and the golf club. I refer to this as the backwards check mark. Simply means the club head right now is remaining above and behind our hands. Therefore, we're retaining angle coming into the hitting zone, and this is what's going to allow us to create a lot of power in the golf swing. Other than the fact that the club has returned back to plane, as we've already noted, which is going to allow us to also hit the ball straight in accordance to our alignment. We watch you create your transition back into the golf ball. Good movement with your feet, knees, and hips, and your core. Hands and arms are dropping. Nice transition back into the ball. At this point in time, we can take a look at the lead forearm and the golf club, and you have that backwards check mark. So creating power in your golf swing shouldn't be that much of an issue. As we continue to come into the golf shot, we just want to track the club head, and we can see it falls onto plane here, which is great, and continues to come into the ball from a nice position. So your descending plane looks wonderful. It returns back to the red line and pretty much comes into the golf ball directly from that zone. We can see here with Snedeker that the club tracks into the golf ball directly from that red line from on plane, and again this is what's going to allow us to be able to hit the ball straight in accordance to our alignment, assuming that the club face squares up via having a good grip. So as you guys come into the ball, you're coming into the ball from a good path. We just want to see your club face square up. Looks like the club face stayed a little bit open maybe, and we're driving through. Right heel comes off the ground, up on the toe of the right foot. You get on your left side, you move through to a nice finish. We see the ball taking off on a pretty nice launch angle here, heading out in that direction. And really what that golf ball does in the air will be indicative of what the club face did through impact. You know, how much did the club face release versus how much did it not, and that will determine your left to right tendencies. Anyways, overall, real good athleticism here from your hands. Work well, you come back, you fire through, your core's working well, you coil, you uncoil. You've got a good finish because you got good footwork through to the finishing position. Your setup's great, very, very nice posture. and balance. Your alignment's good. Backswing looks great. Again, it is a little bit congested with the arms and it gets set a little bit shallow. Downswing looks great, coming from pretty much on plane, and as long as you got a pretty decent grip and the club face squares up, you should be able to hit some pretty good quality golf shots. Anyways, hope you had a great day. Hope you enjoyed getting an opportunity to see your swing on video. And if you're involved with any golf tournaments at all or sit in the committee for any events and you're looking for a unique gift to provide to the participants, certainly feel free to reach out. All my contact information is at the end of this swing analysis. Anyways, again, hope you had a great day and hope you have a great summer.